So we're going to create a class, and the class is going to be called attacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say class first. So we'll say class attack. Right? So when you said class attack, you're almost saying the equivalent of bicycle. Right? That's the big thing. Then the stuff below it will be the types of attacks. Right? Just like here with bicycle, the stuff below it is the types of bicycles. So we'll say adder, assessor, right? And now when I do this, I just say space OF, right? So for me, a class of attack is an overflow. A class of attack is an overflow, like a buffer overflow, okay? That's one class of attack, right? So I'm going to go OF, comma, right? Then I'm going to do another colon, SQL injection, okay? SQL injection is a class of attack. With buffer overflows, there's multiple types of buffer overflows. There's stack overflows, there's heap overflows, there's integer overflows, right? So with buffer overflows, there's more than one type of buffer overflow. With SQL injection, there's more than one type of SQL injection. So there's blind SQL injection, union SQL injection, error SQL injection. Well, the next one I'm going to do is cross-site scripting. Well, there's multiple types of cross-site scripting the same way. There's reflected cross-site scripting. There's stored cross-site scripting. There's DOM cross-site scripting. So even though you have attacks, right? Attacks are the big thing. Then you have these subcategories of attacks. But then even in those, you want to be able to start kind of classifying those. So if we want to do first attack, right? And now you can just say attack.new. What this attack.new structure is going to give me is the ability to add to the attack class. That's why you can say attack.new. Now, when you see this gobbledygook, how many of you guys see all this? You're like, hey, man, what's that? Right? All that gobbledygook is just the memory address of where it's at. All it means is that's the address of where that block of memory is, where attack is located. Okay? So let me go class, attack, adder, assessor, OF, SQLI, success. Okay, first attack.new. Okay, so now we do attack.new. Alright, so now we do attack.new. Now let's try and throw one, right? So we'll go first, right? So first attack. Now one of the types of attack is an overflow. Okay, do you remember what I said some of the different types of overflows are?
Right.
One is a stack overflow. Now, one of the types of SQL injection is blind SQL injection. One of the types of cross-site scripting is DOM-based cross-site scripting. DOM. Cross-site scripting. Now what you want to do is you want to, for lack of a better word, turn this on. You want to initialize it, right? So the way we initialize these things that we did, or the way you can initialize it, you can instantiate it, or you can print it, right? So it's kind of like, how do you turn this on? So what we want to do is, now that we created the whole attack class, that was this here, right? Then for each one of these things, we populated each one of them with one item. So our class was called attack. And then our three types of attack were overflows, SQL injection, and cross-site scripting. Now that you've done that, you want to think of it kind of like you want to initialize it. You want to instantiate it. You want to initialize it. You want to print it so that you can use it. So we're going to puts, right, first underscore attack dot .of, right? So did you see how it prints it out? How it prints it out right here? Now let's put the SQLI one. Okay, you see how it prints it out? All right, now how many of you guys are noticing that Ruby tells you nil? Yeah, all that means is he's done. It's kind of like, hey man, I'm done. There's nothing else to see. Now what I want to show you guys is how we do some inheritance. So I'm going to go to exploitdb.com. Okay, and I know we're not really ready for exploits yet, but I just want to show you why I'm doing this, right? I don't want you to think that, like, oh, Joe just wants to make it a programming class because he likes making it a programming class. So here's an exploit, and the exploit's for Metasploit, right? So I'm just going to open this up, and let's look at it. So there's a bunch of stuff I haven't taught you yet, but what is the first thing that you notice? If I can help you learn about who we are, and hopefully, if you're willing to join us. This is InfoSec Addicts.